Hey guys, it's Kiki here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way you know when I post. And also follow me on social media so you can keep up with me when I'm not on here. So today we're going to be talking about these faux locks. I have worked with divatress.com before and I'm doing it again. They reached out, they sent me their island locks and these are by Bobbi Boss. So as you can see, they look a lot like goddess locks, but they are very thick. They are a lot thicker than goddess locks, which attracted me to this hairstyle. So if you're interested in finding out how I got my hair this way and also my thoughts on them, just make sure you keep watching.
Attention everyone, the white residue on my chin is not hair, whiteheads, or crumbs. I'm using a new primer that sucks and will be discontinued.
Hey guys, it's Kiki here and welcome back to my channel. Before we move any further into this video, I wanted to give a special thanks to you guys for us being over 15,000 subscribers. That is amazing. That is amazing. And I just cannot thank you guys enough for all of your love and support. So thank you guys for 15K. My lions and lioness, yes, thank you. And we also hit 10K on Instagram. So if you haven't already done that, make sure you head on over to my Instagram. Hit that button, y'all. Like, never thought I would be here, and it's only because of God and you guys. So I cannot thank you guys enough for all of your love and support. It keeps me motivated. It makes me want to just push out more content for you guys. So yes, that brings me to my video today. We are going to be installing some island locks that were sent to me by Divatress. I have done a review on their Freetress bow locks in the past. I'll leave that link at the end if you want to check out those locks as well, which I loved so much. But they sent me their island locks, their Bobbi Boss Island Locs. I've only seen one video on YouTube with these locks and they look really nice. So I'm super excited and I'm nervous at the same time because you know, I don't know how they're gonna turn out, but I'm sure they're gonna turn out beautiful because I will make them as such. But check out their website. They have a lot of hair to choose from. I can go crazy on there. They sent me 7 packs total of their island locks. And this is how they look inside the packaging. Very goddess lock feel, but we will see. And I got those in 18-inch in the 1B. And they did send me an extra pack of the 18-inch, but this is the color T1B Burgundy. So I'm gonna add a little accent in there. Not sure where or if I even will, but I think this will look nice. Give it a little different vibe. I love some burgundy hair. I've had red hair once and I miss it. It's just a lot to keep up, but gonna add this for some accent. They also sent me a bunch of other goodies, so I was hype about that. Thank you, Divatress. They also sent me this package here, which included a brush, which is much needed. It's an edge boar brush, so that is what I need to get them edges laid, y'all. They sent me a crochet hook. They also sent me this stocking braid cylinder. Never seen one of these before, but it keeps the style with the cap on and it stays on at night. Y'all, this about to be so easy to sleep in because them little jellyfish bonnets that I be wearing, them mugs be getting on my nerves. Thank you for that. I also sent some charms. These are gonna be so cute. Y'all know my Miami trip is coming up. Some yarn to wrap around my locks, guys, and they're brown, like earthy tones. This is what I love. They sent me this Lotta Body edge control. Y'all, they just did me up real nice. Thank you, Divatress. So I wanted to look at the lock before I did my braids. That way I can get a better feel of what size they need to be. So the locks are pretty thick. I can dig it. I like some thick locks. So, which means I can do my parts relatively thick. So it may be a little challenge in the center, the crown of my head, because the crown of my head is thicker than the perimeter. So I'll take a look, but this is how the hair looks. It gives you, like I mentioned earlier, a goddess lock vibe, but a little bit looser of a texture. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair. I'm just gonna do the individual braid at the root and then twist, but I will leave a little bit out up here so you can see how that I do that, as well as with the edge control. So I will be right back.
Alright guys, so my hair is sectioned off already, braided at the root and twisted all the way down to the end. I did this method in my mini twist with beads video, as well as my passion twist. So if you want to see how I did it, I'll link that mini twist video at the end. I moisturized my hair with Shea Moisture's curling gel souffle, and then I sealed the ends with warmed up shea butter. And this process took the longest. It took about 3 hours to do. So now I'm going to section out the top away, and I'm going to start at the back. So I like to do the entire crochet process at once and then go back in and feed. So here are my locks, and this is what they look like at the bottom. And this is also the loop of the lock. It's very soft, so it's not hard to pull through my braids at all. But I'm just going to take the hook through my braid, attach the lock, and pull that through. And then I'm going to bring my twist as well as the lock through and then pull it to secure it. And I'm going to do this throughout the rest of my head. And I am finally showing you guys a view of the back. It is tough to film and do the back of your hair, so I hope you guys are enjoying this because it was kind of difficult for me. The loop on these locks were very soft. I've dealt with locks in the past that had a hard root, so it felt like it was tearing at my hair when I was pulling it through. But this one does a good job because it's soft and it glides through with no pulling or tugging anything in my root. And here I am just finishing up the top. I find it super easy to do it this way by installing the lock first throughout the entire head, because I feel like if you do everything lock by lock, crochet the lock and then wrap it, then go to the next one and do the same thing, that is going to take you so much time. So I recommend that you definitely install all of the locks first and then go back and do the wrapping. I wanted to include more footage of me installing. That way you can get a better idea instead of me just showing you 2 or 3 or 4 locks. So I figured some people would enjoy watching me install the whole thing. So just let me know your feedback if you like it this way. If not, I can chop it down a lot more in the future. But I just want to try to do different things in different videos and see what you guys like. And now that I've finished installing the locks, it is time to wrap. And boy, when I tell you this did not go as I planned. This did not go as I planned. I struggle bust so hard, and I'll just let you see what I mean here. You can already see the look of defeat on my face here with this first lock, but I took my time to wrap these locks and my hair just kept poking through at multiple different angles, and you can see the locks on that side have lost shape. I was just very disappointed. So it's kind of defeating to spend a lot of time on a hairstyle and it doesn't come out the way you want. But I persevered through. I kept going. I said I'm gonna make it work, and that's it. That's all I could do. But as I move down the lock, I'm making sure to unwrap it and then wrap it around my hair. I did the best that I could do at this, but I just don't know what was going on. I've wrapped locks before in the past and didn't really have too many issues, but like literally every lock that I was trying to wrap came out deformed. It lost its shape. It just did not look the same. So I was very disappointed. I'm just going to keep moving throughout my head, making sure to wrap my hair into all of the locks. And this whole process took, I want to say, maybe between 4 to 5 hours. That is not including my wash day, which was about an hour and a half. But still less than what it takes to get traditional faux locks installed, which I've seen can range from 8 to 12 hours. So this definitely is way better than that. But like I said, the only thing that took time was me installing my twists, because I did go for the individual method. I'm sure if I would have did the traditional method, it would have been cut down in half, I would say. Definitely happy that I did larger parts, because I feel like if I would have went any smaller, these locks would have been crowded and clumped together, and I don't like that look. When I do the individual method, I want to see my scalp separated and parted. I want to see my locks with the parts and everything like that, the crispiness. It's no point for you to do small braids with thick locks, because you're not going to see any of that detail. You might as well just do traditional method. But yes, definitely do larger parts. And this is my finished look. You can see my hair coming through, and I'm not too happy about that, as you can tell. But this is my finished result. Very light and fluffy. And now I will add my accessories. I wanted to show you what that looked like before those were added. And I did go back in and install this burgundy lock, because I did want an accent, but I didn't want it all the way throughout my head. So I was just trying this out to see what it looked like. And I must say I'm liking it. I'm now going to add some of this string to my hair. I got a dark brown and a nude string, and I'm going to wrap those together around this front braid, because I did want a little bit more going on at the front. And I'm just going to crisscross that all the way down and tie it at the bottom. Now I am adding one of these seashell charms, and I like to add those to the front because I like to wear tendrils. That's why I placed these two accessories in the front.
So that was me installing these locks. Now I'm gonna get into my thoughts and opinions on this hair. So I do have some pros and I have some cons, but let's start with the pros first. So the number one pro is that they are very lightweight. I do not feel like I have any hair on my head at all. Number two, that leads into being that they are lightweight, they are not pulling at my scalp in any way possible. So I can appreciate that, because when you have a lot of tension on your scalp, that can cause bumps and breakage and all that stuff, and I don't want it. So this is the perfect weight. They're very lightweight and I don't feel anything. They also look very natural. I do like a natural faux lock. They are getting a bit frizzy, but I don't mind. I feel like that contributes to the more natural appearance of the lock anyway. So they're very natural looking, and they're not extremely shiny. They're a natural sheen, so they don't look fake. Now I'm gonna get into the cons. I have quite a few. So my first one is, the one that bothers me the most is the transition from the lock to the hair down here. I just feel like this is such a thick lock, and then it goes down to this little piece of hair down here. I feel like there should be more hair here, in my opinion, or at least a smoother transition from the thickness to thin. If it was a more smooth transition, I think I'll be fine, but it just makes this part look a little bit unrealistic to me. And let me turn around and show you the back. I don't know. It just looks a little unrealistic when it gets down here, but that's just me. I also had trouble with the individual method. Now that I'm looking back, I wish I would have did the traditional method. I tried to do the wrap method, where I wrap the crochet around my hair. I don't know if I was just doing something wrong, but these were a huge fail for me. And my hair ain't that thick. Like, I feel like being that this lock was super thick, it'll stay in there for a little bit, but I'll end up having peekaboos, and y'all know I don't like peekaboos. So that's another issue for me. Look, look, just showing everywhere. You know, I took my time, tried to make sure I didn't have anything showing, and it was a fail. I mean, not everywhere, but you know, one is too many for me. Well, let's say 3 is too many for me. When I first got the hair, I looked and I was like, oh, these are good to do individual because they're thick. And I felt them, you know, I said, this is gonna be right. But when I got to doing it, I was like, don't think this is gonna turn out how I want it to. Overall, do I like these locks? Yes, I like them a lot. I like the vibe that it gives. I just like the messy look. They look very thick and messy. But are they my favorite? No. And that's because of the reasons that I gave you. Yes, I did really enjoy this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Thank you so much, Diva for reaching out to me and sending me these locks. I really did have a lot of fun. Make sure you go check out divatress.com. I'll leave the information down below for you, and also the link to these locks. They also come in 24 inches if I didn't mention that. So definitely check those out. And they have a lot more on their website to offer. But yes, thank you so much, divatress.com, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.